Yes, old Bob, how are you? Good to see you there. So it's Wednesday, the 27th, Wednesday the 27th of December, and I am I got a good cough here. Just kind of keeps going. I am talking today on the word of faith. I'm just moving by faith. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm absolutely overwhelmed, and I feel as though it's too much. I mean, and then I wonder, where's all the helpers? But then I have to remember, look, people didn't sign up to have all the stuff I have, and I do feel blessed to have extension cords and power strips and Christmas lights, and I had a big place, but now I don't have a big place. Now I'm living here in the car. I've got my little, I don't have one Christmas light in my car. I probably should get some of those really cool lights, but I don't really want to call out attention to the fact that, hey, there's Mr. Bob sleeping in the car. Yeah, it's San Dimas, Mr. San Dimas there. I got to go by my mailbox too and see what's happening there. Also got a call about the telephone, the iPhone 10 that disappeared. I haven't heard back from anybody. It's very strange. I mean, I reported the whole thing, and then nobody seems to be available to help. So. Well, when we can't see forward, I can't see what's going to happen. We have a huge deal tomorrow in the morning, and pray for Denise, our attorney Denise. Pray for her. She's not feeling well today, and so we need her to be tip-top notch perfect. So pray that she gets better. And then pray for tomorrow. It's in God's hands. We don't know what's going to happen, whether or not the old boyfriend is going to return or whether he's going to be remain verboten. We don't know. And it's going to be a good day no matter what happens. No matter what happens, God is going to help us. We've got a place for Mama to go if she needs to, and how funny. This Marathon sod truck drove by and he goes, photosynthesis is not a crime. So I guess people, though, watering their grass excessively is, you can overuse the water. But Marathon is doing their best to keep the sod green. I had an unusual experience that I called up somebody and they just click, hung up. That was kind of a new one. This is a person that was a really wonderful, godly, sweet person. So I just thought, well, they must be having a really, really bad day. I mean, or they were on the other line or something. But very unusual. This person doesn't normally do that. So I just prayed for him, called them back right away, and then didn't answer. So I thought, well, I guess that's it. I guess they're having a bad day. It's official. This is beautiful. They've got these vines that are growing across on top of the deal there, and they're flowering this whole wall with beautiful flowers. So pretty. I just don't like it though when the Caltrans guys come through and we're gonna slice it all off. We're gonna slice off all the flowers and all the beauty. I remember at Casa del Green we had a wonderful Eugenia, and I hacked it down to nothing one time because it needed to be green near the bottom, and no matter how much I trimmed it, it never got green at the bottom. So then I took the radical measure of just hacking it off really low, and it sprung back up and it was green and lovely, and it filled in that east side of the house really, really well. We had night blooming jasmine growing, and we had a lot of really beautiful plants, and they waterfalled over onto Billy's place. And then I would go over to Billy's every few months and just keep that hedge just trimmed as nice and neat as you please. It was a beautiful looking little hedge, and there he goes, Mr. Prospect. So then when the new guy got the property, he could not wait. He was just chomping at the bit with his chainsaw and his machete and the clippers and cans, and he had the time of his life ripping out remember Robin Williams and Dead Poet Society? There's a fire up here. I can see it. There's all the smoke residue. I don't know where the fire was from, but a lot of smoke there. So, so Robin Williams, he told him to picture, rip it up, rip. That was like this guy with the plants. Some people don't like plants. Vegetation. You got to get rid of the vegetation. One time a city guy came by, you got to get rid of the vegetation. I said, what's vegetation? You're going to cut out all the trees? Well, trees are okay. I said, well, these are all trees. Oh, okay. He was all impressed. He said, the trees are okay. So I got to keep my vegetation. It was all trees. It wasn't hanging down on the sidewalk or anything, but this guy just had it made up in his mind that vegetation was really bad. They got to get rid of the vegetation. I had people walking by for years at the Casa del Green, and they always used to compliment, wow, how beautiful, look how nice. Yeah, definitely a fire there of some sort. Kind of over the hill there. Last night at the storage unit, I was really rock and rolling. I was able and I discovered something. When I got there was a guy in a van. This is God's providence. Another blessing to God. Because when I got the storage unit, the woman said, well, then you walk down about a quarter mile to the east, then you go south about another football field, and then you come back up this way here, and then you walk up these concrete steps, then you go back. I thought every single time I got to do all that. I got to do all that hiking. And then last night I got there, and there was a van. That's me being upset at the van. And then this guy, he walks down. I noticed he walked down these. I saw him upstairs. I saw him walk in the door. I see him walk down the stairs, and he basically had a set of stairs that were just right next to the elevator. And the elevator is only for cargo, not for people, which is kind of sad. But, it's the least expensive storage unit in town. So I saw the guy, and he went, I thought, wow. So then last night, what I was able to do was, I was able to go up and down, up and down, up and down. I didn't have to walk down the mile and south to a football field and over around the corner and take an Uber up to no. I was able just to go up and down. Pretty much, I could get up and down faster than the elevator would go. So that was awesome. That was really awesome, because what happened was I got everything out of the truck. I mean, I don't know. I had like 10 minutes to spare. I kept thinking, am I going to get this done? Am I going to get this done? And of course, I had this bookcase on top of had the bookcase. I was tempted to let go of the bookcase. I was tempted to take the bookcase, but I was tempted to do all these things. And then it dawned on me. I thought, well, if I just take it with me back to my sister's house, thank you, Tammy. If I took it back to my sister's house, then I can just cut off it was about 8 inches I had to cut off, just the top level. And of course, I'm theorizing about this whole thing. I still don't know if this is going to work. It still may not work. Oh my gosh, this fire, I'm going to go right by it. I'll show you. Look, this is crazy. Look. I thought this was going to be a really quick way to go. I didn't use my Waze deal. I still think it's the fastest route. Look at that. Look, there's a fire there, and there's all the vehicles, and wow, that's crazy. I have a newfound disrespect for things. Just like I've been just dumping wholesale. Just dumping wholesale. Getting rid of stuff so fast it'll make your head spin. It's funny because I saw this smoke when I came over the hill. I mean, I thought it was like up in the hills somewhere, and now here it is right next to the... Hope that's not my storage unit. But if it is, oh well. I have less stuff. Less stuff to worry about. It's kind of amazing to be getting rid of stuff so freely. Just And then I loaded in my grandmother's little chair. I built a chair for my grandmother, a little ottoman. I put Disney store carpeting on it. So I kept that. I thought, okay, I got to keep that, so that's okay. And then, there's little things that, it's kind of like sift, and whatever makes it through all this. I was showing my sister, I've had a little rubber ball. I've had a little rubber ball since I was a baby, and I had like a little ring set since I was a baby, and I was worried about my rags from the YMCA Raggers program, and I saw them today. I was putting in the pictures, and I saw the rags. I thought, oh good, I didn't lose those, because those are like irreplaceable. They have the knot that was tied by each person, and it's so today, on this day, I'm just moving by faith. I'm trying to get everything done I have to get done. I have a whole list here. I'm checking it twice, and I got the whole list here of things to do, and I wrote it down. So I'm supposed to go. All right, Costco picks, filters from Mama. I got thank you to my boss. Boss is very nice to me at Christmas. All right, let's see. We'll get a closer look here at what's happening. We'll see here. Let's see. Can't really see too much. It's just but I think there's some kind of a. Well, I see. It was actually a little brush fire on the side of the road. Maybe a homeless encampment. Oh look, it was definitely a homeless encampment. So the homeless person, they set this thing on fire accidentally, maybe with a cooking fire or something, got out of control, and then that caused this whole debacle. Alrighty, well, give me a call, would you? 213-713-8954, 8954greenatt.net, on the Twitter, Mr. Bob at BobBomb8954, and today I'm just stepping out in faith. I'm believing. I've got my car packed with stuff that I'm, going to unload at the unit. Then I will, as I have time, I'm going to go to the unit and I'll just be camped there, and I'll just sort through. I put up a couple racks for the clothing so I can hang up all the clothes. Once all the clothes are hung up, then hey, and I got it made in the shade. Then I won't have to worry about the floor space, because everything will be hung up. Then I'll have all that floor will be open, and the clothes, it's kind of cool. I'll be able to get my clothes washed and get my clothes in order, which would be nice. So I can also sort through and things that I don't want or need, things that aren't significant or historic, or I let them go. But clothing is the least of my issues. I mean, I have a lot of clothes, but it was mainly all the small bags of just lots of clutter. I got to get rid of all that. So. Alrighty, so I'm simplifying, I'm modifying, I'm adjusting today, and I pray that you have a great day wherever you are. I pray that God's blessing you, and pray for Denise, pray for Bob and for Kenny, pray for our family, in Jesus' name, that we would be covered and blessed by the blood of Jesus. And pray for our family that we could get through these times of stress and fullness. The way Judah says, it's not stressful, it's full. We have a full schedule. It's a full schedule. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. This is Mr. Bob.